gone dead or in jail. You can never live life scared to fail. False pride and false prophets. Never stress cause the Lord got it. Now you reaching for help, it's the card you dealt. I'm feeling like a motherless child lost in the wild. When you feeling lost, how you feeling when you know you're wrong? Nobody gon' show you how to love yourself. This world don't love you like you think it do. It's always something. But shawty, it's a new day, new day, feel so, yeah. Let it rock, please. Let it rock for me, yeah.
I'm here. I've made it.
What's going on, everybody? Mike here with the Turntable Teachers. We're here with Briefcase. He just got off of his set here at Taffeta in Lowell.
I sure really like what up, it's getting late, I gotta leave. Yeah, it's getting pretty late, so. And if you keep on asking questions, you gon' put my ass to sleep.
Dude, well, first off, great to finally meet you. It's been
Years, right? I mean, like, we've been following each other for, we said like 2018, 2017. Yeah, it's been years, like pre-COVID shit, bro. Like, yeah.
It's wild, man. Well, congratulations on the set. I know this is one of your first performances in a while, correct?
Yeah, it's been a while since I performed. It's my first time going up there with the 404. I still had to like shake some rust off for sure. It was my first solo set in a crib, man. It's been years, so I'm excited to do it.
What do you think separates you as a performer from like the rest of the lineup here? I think there's a lot that does, but I want to hear it from your perspective.
Oh, I think I'm just a big old weirdo. I don't know why I think for me it's I have a lot of fun, and I would have fun if there was like one person in the crowd, if there was like 5 people in the crowd. It's all about just like going up there and being a goofball. I don't know if that separates me from the rest of the performers, but I'm just really enjoying myself. So
You have a very grungy Earl Sweatshirt like style to that. Like, was he an inspiration to you, or are there other inspirations for your music that like lo-fi, like really, like I said, grungy style that you like to do? Definitely.
I think he's obviously a huge inspiration, but I think I was in a hardcore band for a while where I was the lead vocalist. So like I kind of came up in the like, let's make this sound like shit, and then like work from there. But that's always been like a sound that I've loved. I'm playing with tape all the time. I'm a big cassette guy. I mix with VHS all the time. So that kind of sound is something I always go for. And I think the music followed that like obsession with lo-fi. So.
So when it's all up in smoke, who gon' lie with me? I don't trust in your soul, you don't like me. I don't trust where I roam, cause home is icy.
Try it if I try it, if I try. If I try it, if I try it, if I try. Broke down and cried, yeah.
All right, and we are here with Nahli after her unbelievable performance. Crazy. How was the energy from the crowd? How'd you feel?
The energy from the crowd was like super fire. Like at first I was a little skeptical because I'm like, nobody's here. But then as I kept going, more people were coming in, and I just felt the energy just come up, and I was like, oh, I can let loose now. I took off this and stuff.
Yeah, I saw you take off the jacket. I was like, it's about to go down right now. She's about to hit some shit. Man, you got pipes for days. That was amazing. I did want to first off congratulate you I know you just recently graduated college.
Yes.
So congratulations. How do you feel about that?
I feel really good. You know, you have to be a well-rounded woman nowadays, and music is super important, but I feel like knowing that I have a career behind me that's solid makes me feel really good.
I know you are friendly with Nate Nix at the very most, right? So what's it feel like to share the stage with him tonight and share this night with him?
Nate is legendary, and I want you to put emphasis on legendary. If it wasn't for him, I would not be the person I am today musically, and sharing the stage with him is always a pleasure.
I wanna be like you. Say what? I wanna be like you. One more time. I wanna be like you. Time on your lungs. I wanna be
the song that's not ever coming out and that's seeing the light of day. I think I might need that one. Yeah. Why is that song not coming out?
So, fun fact, Nate produced that beat, actually. It's just, I consider it a performance track. I don't see where it fits anywhere, like anytime, and I'm like, all right, I'll just give it to the crowd when they want it. But I am working on an EP. Don't tell me when it's coming out. Don't ask me questions, but it's coming soon. And right now I'm working with Shane Dillon, and he's helping me.
The GOAT. The GOAT. Shout out Shane Dillon, the GOAT.
And he's really like fun to work with, so I'm super excited to see where this EP is gonna take me, to be honest. Yeah.
Sweet, so sweet. Take your time with me, with me.
Absolutely, like, outstanding set, and it, as a musician myself, I know how much a live band can really augment the vibe and get everybody out of their seats and going. So my understanding is that this is a debut of sorts for this group together on stage, but I know that this chemistry has been a long time coming. It's you guys really showed it out there tonight. So can you tell me about that process and what it was like finally bringing it all together?
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for having me. The drummer is my boyfriend, the guitarist is my close friend, the bass is also a close friend. We've been making music for a long time. I recently just released my EP last year, but I've been singing for like years, and we've done these things called Music Mondays, and we used to just jam at a studio and just have a good time. And so it's so cool to be able to put a band together and for it to be like my closest people. My bassist got into an accident at work literally yesterday and broke his leg, and he was up there on stage with a fucking cast, like just killing it. He was like, I'm not missing this. And I'm like, dude, it's okay if you can't do it. And he's just like, no, I'm doing it. And now we're just talking about how grateful we are to like just have done this together. It's really awesome.
Music will get you through. It's catharsis, and everybody takes something different from it. And obviously, for him, it seems like something to help get him through what he's going through now. So, but yeah, I also understand that this is sort of a homecoming for you, or you're at least local to this particular area more so than some of these artists. So what does it mean to put on for your hometown, if you will?
Feels awesome, honestly. I wouldn't call this my hometown. I mean, it is my home now. I've been living here for almost 8 years with my partner. My partner is from Lowell. I'm originally from Lawrence, which is not too far from here. But yeah, it feels awesome to be able to go on this stage. Like, I've performed in little tiny, places around Lower Lowell, like Concept 6 and Warp and Weft and the Worthen, and it's really cool to be at a space like this. And it's like, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna be like at a real ass venue, like I'm gonna be up on these stages, all these lights, and it's just freaking awesome. It's just a great experience, and I'm just so grateful.
Now we gotta hear about the mic. This mic was all wrapped up in ivy, looking like you came straight out the forest. Can you tell me about that decision?
Yeah, so I feel like I wanted something on the stage. Like, I was like, I feel like I need just something to represent me and just my album or my EP. I just to give the stage a little bit more life, a little bit of greenery, and just to put it all together.
Well, it definitely added to the warmth of your performance, and I suppose that's a good segue into really the last thing I wanted to ask, which is you really brought this warm, old, soulful vibe to the stage tonight. We have a lot of people doing a lot of experimental hip-hop. We've got a lot of people doing modern R&B. You brought something that felt a little vintage without feeling stale. So I was wondering if that's sort of something you do with intention, and what it means to you to be an ambassador for that type of music that you don't hear every day now.
I've gotten that a lot, performing and everything, and I didn't really notice what I was doing. Like, people are like, oh wow, it's like you're like an old soul, and like the hair and the fro reminds me of like the 70s, and I'm just like, awesome because a lot of my inspirations are from, that time. And yeah, it's really awesome to be compared to that time because like I said, I'm very inspired by that. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue. I write these songs like just my producer is great. He like just sends me things that he knows I'm gonna like, and I like everything he sends me, and it's kind of just like I sing whatever I feel. I usually freestyle my songs first, and then I like write to them, and yeah, it's nothing in particular that I'm like trying to put out there. It's more of just like me and just like my sound, I guess. I have this song that I working on that's like a Afrobeat Caribbean type thing, so I'm trying to get in that bag. I also speak Spanish, so like I'm trying to get in my Spanish bag too, and I really want to put that out there because like I'm really proud of my culture. I'm Dominican, and yeah, so it's gonna be more than that, it's but I'm excited and I'm happy and that people see my music in that way, and that it brings them back to like a time, or like it's like they call it soulful, and it's just awesome because I'm like, yes, exactly, that's what I'm trying to do here.
Lil' bro said he caught the ones and I doubt it was fair. Somebody's son broken hunting for air. Yeah, be a lot of niggas talking guns when they scared. I can't relate. All my niggas done forgot how to feel.
All right, and I'm here with Nate Nix, who just got off of his set. Fantastic set, bro, as always. Yeah, really excited to finally see you in live. You had asked me if I had ever seen you live before. I guess I hadn't. So what was the crowd like, energy like? How do you feel like it went?
It was good. Like, the crowd was super engaged. I thought that this is my first time performing at this venue, but I think the acoustics in there are really dope and really contribute to a really dope like performance environment, not just for the performers but also for the crowd. So it was good to get them locked in and engaged, and the crowd participation I think really like got their energy up at the beginning, so that was fun. I had a good time, and the sound engineers back there doing their thing too, so that was dope.
You had Nahli up for questions. Energy was crazy for that song. What was it like having her on stage with you? I know you guys have a close relationship and you guys have been good friends for a long time. What was it like having her on stage to perform that song with you?
Yeah, it's always fun. Like, Questions is the most popular song from Human Guile, the project, and it was also like the only song that I was like, this is probably not making the cut of the project. And then the story behind it is funny. Like, Sonali came into the studio and then we were able to like just figure it out like as we went. But seeing every time we go out there, seeing the crowd just be engaged and responsive to it, it always feels really good, you know what I mean? Because it just shows that like when you put in the work and you're around the right people, like anything's possible, you know what I mean? So it was fun, as usual.
What's the response been like from the new EP, Photos? I mean, personal favorite of mine. I love that song, Means Something. Didn't do it tonight, but I love that joint. What's the response been like for the EP?
Yeah, I think the response has been really dope. Honestly, like, that EP was it was supposed to be like my exit or transition out of music, working on it. But then when I was able to like start put the pieces together, it just reminded me that like it's important to keep going. And it's important, and I think it shows like in the crowd reception to it, in the audience reception to it, my fan reception to it, that it's important to continue to like tell your story, you know what I mean, and be candid and honest whenever you can, because the people appreciate it. So it's dope that people are not only supporting it, streaming it, purchasing the album on Bandcamp as well, but also coming out to the shows, supporting it by knowing the lyrics and like encouraging me to continue to perform. So it feels good. So it's dope.
Yeah, it was awesome because there was a bunch of people in the crowd that felt like that knew your lyrics to a bunch of the songs, so that was like super cool to see. Final question: you got BAMS Fest coming up, which is amazing. Congratulations on that. How do you feel like going into a couple weeks outside of that? How does it feel to be a part of that, which is like a huge festival in Boston?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. Like, honestly, like, this year has been a real like learning experience for me, performing at different types of environments, and this is gonna be my second time hitting the festival stage. My first time hitting the festival stage as premiere, I guess, is BAMS Fest. Paul and Catherine, like, those guys are kind of like family to me now. Over the past few months, like, we've been in close contact and close communication. They provided opportunities for me, and it's been like a real like reciprocal relationship where we've been able to do stuff with the city and just see what they're capable of. So I'm excited to see where they go next. I can't make any announcements on that, but as far as BAMS Fest go, I'm just honored and privileged to be a part of the experience, and it's something that I've been going to for a long time. So now being on that stage, it might be a little different, a little concerned about my allergies, but we're gonna get that right. We're gonna get it right before it's time, you know what I mean? But I'm excited.
Paulin, you heard it here first. Get the fuck out of the way for Nate Nix, all right?
Pollen allowed. No pollen allowed. Not that day. Next day, sure. But the day before, nah, let me read, please.
And he's going to have a live band there, so make sure you guys hit up BIMS Fest June 23rd and 24th. You'll be there the 23rd. Is that correct? Fantastic. Nate, thanks so much for being here. Stream Photos, which is out now, and Bad for the Community podcast. Dope podcast. They have a lot of fun on that one. Thanks so much for the time.
All right. Appreciate you, Jack.
All right.
My guy.
Much
Always
love.
a pleasure.
Much love, bro.
You know what I mean? Ain't no saviors to save us.
Ain't no saviors to save
One more time. Ain't no saviors to save us.
Ain't no saviors to save us.
I done lived the struggle, I've been through it. Ain't make my way up, but I'm hopeful I can do it. Once I turn this misery to sorrow into music, I'ma shake the game up. We gon' shake the game up, right? I put my soul in every flow I lay fluidly. All for fame, and if I make it, this my eulogy. And I want it, but I want what it can do to me. Nah, that's how I'm thinking usually. Let's go! Thoughts are racing, hearts are pacing quick.
Hey man, I love Mass, bro. I love y'all, bro. Y'all real, man. Y'all real as a motherfucker. I fuck with y'all, bro. Yeah. Let's go.
Little bro, I don't know why you stressing. Take some time and then count all your blessings. I know life depressing. I want you progressing. The universe testing your strength and you let it. Deep down inside is leaving a message. And all of that flashing, man, who you impressing? You losing your ethics. Partners ain't real and they love is synthetic. Don't want to press you with all of these lections. Just want you to win cause this world is pathetic. Changing their minds and leaving your mark. Change up your grind cause that's where it starts. Heading them books or pushing them carts. Bouncing that ball and topping the charts. Got faith in you, boy, cause I know that you smart. Whatever you want, just know it ain't far. Don't listen to me and go follow your heart.
You sit around like you don't know what to do.
Hands bounce, hands bounce, hands bounce, hands bounce, bounce, this time, bounce, 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 yeah, 1, 2, 3, go, elevate, 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 elevate,
Such an honor to have you here. Welcome to Massachusetts. Unbelievable show. As you can tell, everybody is rocking with you. I guess the first thing I'd love to ask, is just how your time here has been and, how it felt on stage tonight.
I would say the time on stage tonight was beautiful. It was great to see everybody in the crowd. Like, even you knew all the words. So it's cool to see I got support, like, from Mass. It's like I came all the way out from the other coast to come here and perform, and people knowing the words is like a beautiful thing to see.
One of the things that I've noticed from following you on Instagram and whatnot is that you just released this new song and you actually performed it on stage. So I was wondering if you could just talk a little bit about the creation of Foams, how it came to be, and some of the backstory behind it.
So Foams came about from my man's side. He had this beat, right? So my homie rapped on it initially. I heard it, right? And I was like, damn, that shit hard. And he was like, yo, you could have the beat if you want. I was like, nah, I don't want to do you like that, bro. I don't want to do you like that. I don't want to take your beat. So he was like, yo, whoever has the best verse can keep it. And then that's how Foams was created.
A little spirit of competition.
Shout out my man Tino.
Over the past couple years, you've subtly made clear that live instrumentation is special to you.
Of course.
You posted a picture with a guitar the other day, I think. We were talking about the Day One video off air, and that was sort of a live band performance. Soul Glow all over it has, sax-laden instrumentals. So I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about what live instrumentation means to you, especially as a hip-hop artist where that's not all too common.
I mean, hip-hop kind of started off like the back of like jazz, like so I think it all boils down to like gospel. You get gospel, you get the jazz, and hip hop is just a combination of all those elements of black music. And the thing about me and jazz, like my love for jazz comes from my pops playing a lot of jazz when I was growing up. So it was like I was drawn towards like the saxophone, you know, I was drawn towards like just like certain drum breaks I fell in love with. Like like my love for drum breaks is just out of this world. So I would say that's why I incorporate a lot of instruments. I also was in a punk, jazz, rock fusion band for like 4 years, and I stopped just doing like Uno hype rap shit. I stopped doing that, and then I just went strictly into live. So I was performing with a band for a while. It's like I think really live music is just where it's at. It feels different. It feels better than just rapping over a 2-track, you know. So
what instruments do you play?
I mean, I play a little bit of MPC, you know what I'm saying? Serato sample, plug me. Let me get that sponsorship. I play a little bit of that, but also I know like a couple bar chords on the guitar. Yeah. If I figure out a scale, I could give you a nice little lead. That's really about it. Yeah.
Another thing that I'd mentioned off air, you know, you've seen pretty quiet since Soul Glow dropped. You've had a couple features thrown in there that were released onto streaming, and of course, like we just said, you had Foams drop. But other than that, I feel like the streets have been wanting more. So what has Uno Hype been up to? I know there was this Hard Pink thing that you were into for a while. Not sure where that quite is. But just talk about what's been going on behind the scenes, and it's a chance to explain yourself a little bit, you know?
Yeah. I mean, first and foremost, like life kind of happens, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be a human too, so I think that's why like a lot of music like hasn't been put out, but we've been cooking, we've been working, you know what I'm saying? That's all I could really say. Shout out my man Nico, we got some shit on the way. That was a bar in itself, but yeah, we got some stuff on the way, that's all I could say.
I guess the last thing is just...
Why did all that just run? That was crazy.
Yeah, I guess the last thing really is just wondering if that really is all you can say. You know, a lot of people are wondering,
on the way,
you know, what comes next. Yeah, what can you say, if anything, about a next project?
You know what I'm saying? Maybe something, but it's on the way, man. That's all I could really say. So we gonna go crazy this summer. So expect more Uno Hype. Phones kick down the door. So we just gonna give y'all more Uno Hype.
So safe to say something this summer?
Of course. Summer hasn't started yet. So after June 21st, we still gonna be delivering. So I say.
Excellent. Well, I won't keep you, man. It's such a pleasure and an honor to finally meet you. It's a great day for Massachusetts here to finally have you. Yeah.
I'll be back. I love y'all, man. Go Celtics.
Yeah. Go Celtics. You heard it here first. We're coming for Banner 18 next year, baby. You heard it here.
I can't rock with the Patriots, though. I'm more of a Celtics guy than a Patriots.
All right.
Let's get ready to rumble! Are you ready?
It's that acid money fire shit.
Walk up on this bitch, like who the fuck is you? Energy I'm on, got the fakes feeling uncomfortable. Got the real ones screaming out, yeah we fuck with you, the golden goose. How's it feel when everybody's ducking you? Trying to take your spot, bitch I've been off top. This JFK headshots like snipers and red dots. For rappers it's bedtime, bosses like fed time. Everything fair time, no cheese and no red wine. Ayo, little bitch, thought I tryna go and warn you that your little plans ain't ever gonna pull through. Thought you would've won, bitch, please, that is not you. Back to flipping switches like Nosferatu.
Here it goes, TVEITV. Make my way to BET so you can see me free. Put you on that frequency, make you go DVD, UEP, these are now Steve. Watch me run and keep my cleats. Reaction on that, comes in breaks. Can it tell you 6 to beat? Blood is always on my leash. You can check my yard.
All right, we are here finally with the Phi Guys, PH Imbalance, the ones that put on this incredible show at the Taffeta. Mikey, we talked about this show a couple weeks ago, and I just said I think everything that we talked about came to life. How do you feel about that?
I think that we absolutely spoke that shit into existence, and that was like some straight hard energy. And you know, I feel like you know, athlete post game right now. I think we could have done, you know, been a little bit more strategic. No, I'm just joking, but you know what it is. Nah, I think it was an amazing event. I think the energy was fucking insane. Like, people really wild. Like, the whole time they were wilding. So couldn't have gone better to me. So
Steve, for you guys as just a collective, this being one of like the first shows that you guys have really done together, what was it like to be on stage with everybody?
You know, these guys are my best friends, grew up together. You know, we've been doing this for a long time. It's been a long time coming, trying to put this all together, and I think everyone showed up and everyone did their job, and everyone came through for us. You know, the crowd, you guys did a great job. I saw you guys shooting through the crowd. I saw, you know, my man 10 Strip up on stage, holding it down for us. And, you know, Johnny Rick and MC Kim, we all just pulled through for each other.
Johnny, what was the crowd like for you? Just, you know, I mean, this is like kind of a homecoming for you guys in a sense too, being so close to Pinehurst and the Billerica area. What did it feel like to have so many friends and family here for you guys and supporting?
It really, you know, it was a good feeling. You know, a lot of people, they talk a lot of shit, they don't show, but a lot of people showed up tonight, so it feels good to have that kind of support. And, you know, we're the illest in the game, so I don't know why they wouldn't show. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we show up. That's it.
All right, hard-hitting question for MC Kim. Yes. Blood on my hands. It seems like you spoke that into existence tonight with the injury. No, in all seriousness though, MC Kim, this man has some freaking pipes, bro. You can really sing. Where the hell did that come from?
Some are demise, we both had to wear our disguise. Now we're man. Hell yeah. But glad I'm lost in you. Glad I'm lost in you.
I've been singing since I was a little kid. Just feels good. Just feels good to sing and let your voice be heard. I will say, here at the Taffeta tonight, there was a lot of love going on throughout both fans and the artists and everybody that showed up. There was a great energy. It's funny because when I got onto the stage, I was a little skeptical of myself, and I was immediately accepted. And I would say the love tonight was immense. The performances tonight were rocking the house. Everybody was getting loud, everyone was getting live and having a great time. And I'm so grateful to just be here and to have a great time with my friends.
I love that, like you guys being such close friends as you are and finding a way to make this happen. I'm sure there were bumps in the road, there always is, but for you guys to come together, make this happen, and for it to be as successful as it was, like major props to you guys. And for real, bro, like you stunned me with your vocals, like as a singer. Like I've heard you rap, but I don't think I've heard that. So that was incredible. And then your guys' energy as a collective was amazing. And I think all you guys really did just a phenomenal job on stage together. And I think there was a lot of continuity between you guys. Lastly, I have to ask, thoughts on Uno Hype?
Yo, Uno Hype is a fucking legend. And honestly, such a nice guy. Like, it's amazing to be able to work with people who you actually rock with and like who, you know, they give you good energy that isn't it isn't on no, you know, phony shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's really dope to see. And yo, just to get this man in, 10 Strip.
10 Strip.
Get him in this shit, bro.
10 Strip DJ'd most of this set tonight, bro. What did you think of the crowd?
I was surprised. I mean, I've never been to this venue before. I've been to Lowell a couple times. I've been spinning in this area for a long time, but this was like, it was a different energy tonight. I didn't realize how many like fans are gonna, you know, like show up, and like, you know, there's a lot of I don't know how to say it, like authenticity. There was no one like here to be here for, like, everyone had their phones down. They were just like appreciating the moment, and that was like, that's really like something that you don't see a lot nowadays.
I agree.
It was definitely a good time. It was different. Like, I wanted to see a community kind of come back of like people that are here to enjoy the in the moment energy rather than just being like, you know, oh, I went to this for that reason or that. You know what I mean? Just like do it because you have like that place to go to. You know,
It felt genuine. It all felt genuine.
This place is cool. Like, yeah, I plan on like trying to like do some shows here and stuff in the future. So go check out our new song together that we just put out a couple weeks ago. Bury Me Under. Yeah, it's on YouTube, on all platforms. You can check it out. Just search 10 Strip Phi Bury Me Under. You'll find it.
All right, you heard it here first, guys. Bury Me Under by Phi and 10 Strip. Make sure you guys check out that on all streaming platforms. We'll link it in the description. Man, this was a phenomenal show. Very privileged and honored to cover it.
Putting it together.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Mikey D's, shout out him. And yeah, once again, Mike Scarfo here from the Turntable Teachers, here with Phi signing off.
Turn.